Hi, my name is Heidi Riley, and I am making this video in order to submit it with my application for the 2017 Reformation Project Cohort. I did submit another video link with this application. It is a short segment of a lesson that I am teaching at the place that I work. It is a lesson that I'm teaching without notes, and it is about lightning strike injuries and the wilderness medicine protocol for treating those things in a backcountry environment. I teach 2 and 10-day wilderness medicine courses pretty regularly right now, and that is where most of my public speaking occurs. I do not currently speak publicly about faith and matters of faith and sexuality, and I certainly have no videos of me doing so. Up until May, I was employed by a family of camps where I was helping run a Christian gap year program for 18 to 24-year-olds. And when I was working there, I did lead discussions and teach about faith and about sexuality, but I don't have any video clips of me doing so. As you'll see in my application, I was with that organization for several years after college, and the people there are very valuable to me, and my experience there is very valuable to me, and it was there that I learned how much studying theology benefited my own faith, and how I could use that study to maybe benefit other people's faiths as well. And so I love that. I was asked to leave that organization this year because and there was a time where I reached out to the leadership of the organization asking for support in figuring out how to live as a lesbian in a community that didn't recognize any value in a sexual orientation that wasn't heterosexual. And I asked them for help, and it came out that I didn't necessarily believe that the Bible limited to marriage to one man and one woman, and when they understood that I didn't necessarily believe that, they asked me to resign. And so that has been difficult for me to work through this year, and I have been working very hard not to be bitter about it, and to continue to love them as I do, but without any ill will or bitterness towards them. And so that's been challenging, and that's been a good experience for me to have to work through, even though it is a painful thing for me. I am currently enrolled in seminary at Fuller Theological Seminary. I'm in a Master's of Theology program, and I love it. I love studying theology. It's very life-giving to me, and I see it impact the way I read Scripture and the way I think about Jesus and the way I think about the Christians I'm in community with, so much, and it's been such a blessing. I am so grateful for that experience. I'm trying to keep my personal experience out of that study, as far as it makes sense to academically, and I only learned about the Reformation Project Cohort a couple weeks ago, and when I learned about it, I was pretty excited about the prospect of studying Christian theology in an area that's very personal to me, in the area of the LGBT community and the issues surrounding sexuality and how they relate to the Christian tradition as a whole. I do think Christian tradition is such a wonderful thing because it means that all of us right now are indebted to all of the Christians who've come before us. We build our faith and the way we think about our faith all basically on the way they thought about their faith and the way they talked about it, which means that we are creating something right now, a language about our faith and a systematic theology that will pass down to the people who come after us, the Christians who come after us. And that means that it's up to us to build something edifying, and it's up to us to build something sustainable and something that is life-giving and redemptive. And I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of that theologically, and I want to be a part of it personally. and I think that we all have to do that. I think the Reformation Project cohort can help me do that better, and I think that it will help me have better conversations. I think it will equip me to approach my friends and family and the church at large that is conservative towards non-heteronormative relationships. I also think that it will help me have better conversations and be more equipped to talk with those who are progressive, even those who would term themselves more progressive than I am, if we're going to use that kind of language. And I would really value that experience, and I would really benefit from hearing the perspectives of the people in the cohort and from learning from the people at the Reformation Project. And I hope that I can bring something of value, some earnestness, some seriousness, and some love for Scripture and for our conservative brothers and sisters. I hope I can bring all of that to the table as part of the Reformation Project cohort. And so I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video and the other video that I put up, and I thank you for reviewing my application. Please let me know if there's any other questions I can answer for you, or any other social media I can send you, and any way for you to get to know me better. But no matter what, thank you for taking the time to consider my application, and best of luck to you guys, and I hope to hear from you. Thanks.